What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 24, and before we get into the challenges today, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 50 likes, we're going to continue those double daily Wi-Fi battle uploads for you guys, and all that good stuff. Now today, coming into this episode, we are sitting nice and pretty at a record of 27 and 17, and we're packing the same team that we brought yesterday. So we have the Scrafty, Beartic, Hydreigon, Muck, Typhlosion, and Sceptile. So hopefully we can do some decent work with this team today. We did some decent work yesterday, especially Beartic and Scrafty. Scrafty with that nice, handy little sweep in the first match of yesterday's episode. If you haven't checked that out, you might want to go see that. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. And apparently yesterday we also discovered that Assault Vest Sylveon is a thing, because both matches yesterday had Assault Vest Sylveon. Did not even know that existed, but apparently it is becoming a thing here on BattleSpot. The other thing I noticed that I did not notice yesterday was that I do have two Pokemon that are going to be quad weak or 4 times weak against Fairy with Hydreigon and Scrafty. Excuse me. Hydreigon and Scrafty both have that 4 times weakness to Fairy. And yeah, that is a problem, but I do have Typhlosion and Muck, which both will resist the Fairy typing, and then Muck has the Poison Jab, which will be super effective against them. Should I run into any? Doesn't look like we're running into any of those Fairy types here, as we have Huntail, Mamoswine, Talonflame, Conkeldurr, Exploud, and Thundurus. That's what we're up against here. Again, with the Talonflames, they're just everywhere. It is just, I don't know. It's crazy how littered BattleSpot is with these things. And Thundurus as well. Thundurus is very, very common. And both Thundurus and Talonflame are like 2 of the banes of my existence. I have several banes. Several banes that just destroy my life every time I see them. Thundurus and Talonflame happen to be 2 of those, so this could be big trouble. Especially because I don't have a rock type to deal with Talonflame. And yeah, that's just going to be a huge problem. Huge problem. Hopefully he doesn't bring one of the 2. If he brings both of them, I am screwed. A lot of times these teams like to lead off with Huntail and go for the Shell Smash and then pass it off. You know, Shell Smash, White Herb, Baton Pass, all of that stuff. And they usually make the Huntails with enough investment in HP and, you know, defense so that it's pretty much impossible to kill them in one hit. Now, that being said, he's going to start off with Mamoswine here, not the Huntail. So I've got Beartic out here. This is not a bad matchup for me whatsoever. I do have Aqua Jet and Super Power, both of which are going to be super effective against this thing. And I don't know what this thing wants to do to me. It can't hit me with anything super effective unless it's carrying the Stone Edge. And I don't know if it is. It goes for the Stealth Rocks here. So I'm going to go for the Swords Dance, get +2 in my attack stats. And because it's running Stealth Rocks, that tells me that it's most likely going to be Focus Sashed. So I'm not going to worry about going for a superpower because I'm not going to be able to kill it in one hit regardless. There's no reason to lower my defense and lose one of my attack boosts. So I'm just going to go for the Aqua Jet, and oh, that's a crit, and it still doesn't kill it or even bring it down to the Focus Sash. So that is that. I'm not seeing a Life Orb or anything on this Mamoswine, so it is most likely indeed Focus Sash. And we're going to get a little bit of Lefty's recovery as we take out this Mamoswine with another Aqua Jet. There's not really anything that this person can do about it. Oh, Ice Shard, okay. I forgot about that, but yeah, it's going to get Ice Shard off, so some little chip damage. That's something, because that prevents me from getting extra Lefties, I suppose. But we're off to a good start here. Beartic getting the kill. And Beartic is surprisingly good. I really want to use this thing in Wi-Fi battles. So I have to start looking for some Wi-Fi battles. I have to start looking for some more Wi-Fi battles. I know I did a lot over the weekend, but I need to get some more going, because why not? You can never have enough Wi-Fi battles. Alright, so let's see what he goes into here. If he has the Talonflame, he's probably not going to go into it. I don't think that he would do that. He's actually going to go into the Thundurus. Shiny Thundurus, mind you. Alright, so this thing normally has Prankster. I don't know what else it really wants to do. A lot of these run Life Orb as well. You know, Life Orb, Thunderbolt, sometimes Volt Switch. They could also run a physical set, although that's a little bit less common. It could run a mixed set because it gets Superpower, it gets Knockoff. This is tricky. There's just too many things that this thing can do. And, you know, it's got the high stats and everything. It is a legendary after all. Most of them have decent stats. So he's going to go for the Prankster Thunder Wave. And there's nothing that I can do about that. He's going to paralyze me. I don't know why he did that. Maybe thinking I would switch. But I went for the Aqua Jet. The Thunder Wave does out-prioritize me, though, because he is faster. So, +1 priority versus +1 priority goes to the faster Pokemon that's thunderous every single time. We did get the Aqua Jet off. I really wish I would have predicted that and gone for the Icicle Crash. We're going to get paralyzed and can't move here. So he's going to T-Bolt me, and that is going to kill me off. We'll see here if he's Life Orb or not. And he is indeed the Life Orb set, so keeping that in mind, I'm pretty sure I can kill this thing. I'm like 90% positive that I can kill this thing and take any hit that it wants to throw my way. I really hope that he goes with the Thunder Wave. I think that's what he's going to do. I don't think that he can resist it, to be honest. So I can... No, I don't want to Dragon Dance because he can still go for the Prankster T-Wave after that. I'm just going to have to kill this thing off. He is going to go for the Thunder Wave, which is fine because I am carrying that Lumberry. So that T-Wave is not going to do anything whatsoever. Cure that paralysis, and we can go for an Ice Punch. That'll finish off this Thunder, at least it should. Yes, it does. Down goes the Thunder, so Thunderous didn't give us too much problems this time. Or too many problems. I can speak English. Too much problems? That is not good English at all. Alright, so we get the Moxie Boost, and we'll get to see what his last Pokemon is here. It's going to be the Exploud, so it's not Talonflame. I'm pretty sure that I can take any one hit from this thing and go for a Drain Punch, and I'm actually faster than it without a speed boost. That is pitiful, Exploud. That is absolutely pitiful. It's probably a Choice Spec set. That's what I see most of these things running. So, yeah, the Drain Punch takes this Exploud out, and that is a victory for us. I will take it. Scrappy again coming through in the clutch. Alright, so that brings us up to, what is it, 28-17 is our record now, so not bad. We have the 11-game differential going on. I will absolutely take that. And I'm ready for another battle here, so let's see what happens. And I would like to see Sceptile and Typhlosion get into the battle more often. In fact, I haven't even used them yet. And I haven't used Hydreigon yet either, so it's just been Scrafty and Beartic pretty much. I've used Muck, but he didn't do anything last time because of hacks. Hacks. I got like swaggered or something by a Rotom Wash. I honestly forget what happened. It wasn't fun though, I remember that. What is going on here? What is this thing doing? I found a trainer and then I was in the process of finding a trainer and then it had like some kind of spaz attack. Oh, it's going to take me out of Battle Spot completely. Okay, well, here is the daycare center. Just hanging out here. I guess we're going to go back into Battle Spot. That was really weird. Normally, when the other person DCs, it just goes back to the menu screen, and then you can challenge again. I don't know why it took me completely out of Battle Spot. I don't know. I had this happen, like, last episode or the episode before, and it was fine. It's going to make me go back to the beginning and start over. Whatever. Alright, well, let's try this again, and hopefully we don't have a DC going on. I'm really tired of the DCs. I've been having a lot of DCs lately. A lot of the Wi-Fi battles that I've attempted to have have been DCs, and just too many DCs. And then my internet was crappy, so I was DCing for a little bit, and it's like, oh my goodness, what is it with all these DCs? They're everywhere. They're absolutely everywhere. So hopefully we can find a battle here. Looks like we're going to be able to, so that is cool beans. And like I said, I would love to see Typhlosion and Sceptile and Hydreigon do some work. Definitely do some work. I'm not running the choice specs on Hydreigon. I think somebody asked that. I don't remember. I don't remember if it was on Twitter or where it was. Somebody thought I was running 2 choice specs users. I'm not. Hydreigon is running a Life Orb, and it's got Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, Draco Meteor, and Roost, of all things. Kind of an interesting set. But the Choice Specs is on Sceptile. Because why not? Why not Choice Specs Sceptile? He needs the extra power boost to do some extra damage. So, our opponent here is going to be bringing the Heracross, Scizor, Garchomp, Heatran, Rotom Wash, and Cresselia. So, a lot of overused Pokemon here. I have no idea what the Mega would be. Mega Garchomp is not very common on BattleSpot or in OU in general. Mega Heracross is, though, and so is Mega Scizor. So it's really a toss-up between the two of those. Two bug-type Pokemon. It could be that they're both Megas and he's just doing like a situational thing. I do see that happen a lot. And Heatran and Cresselia are everywhere. I mean, they're very annoying. They're very, very annoying to face. But once you get to a certain point on the ladder, you're just going to see them everywhere. And I haven't even really laddered that much. I'm really not that high up on the ladder at all. It doesn't take much before you start seeing the Talonflames and the Mega Kangaskhans, Cresselia, Heatran, Thundurus, Garchomp in every single battle. Alright, well, I'm going to bring the Sceptile this time because why not? The Sceptile is coming. I feel like that's really my only reliable answer to Rotom Wash, and that Rotom Wash absolutely screwed me over last time. Absolutely ruined my day in the last episode. You guys watched that video yesterday. So I'm going to bring the Sceptile just for that very reason. And I'm pretty sure I can do some decent damage to Garchomp as well. Pretty sure. And yeah, that's just what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. We'll see how it works out. I don't know if that was the best move to bring the Sceptile, given that it can only really hit two things for decent damage, but we're going to see if that works out. Alright, so I'm going to lead off with the Sceptile, because why not? And our opponent is going to lead off with the Garchomp. So, I can go for either the Giga Drain or the Leaf Storm here. I mean, I guess Leaf Storm would be the best bet, because that'll do a lot of damage, and, you know, he might switch out. It's very possible, especially if he has Heatran. That's going to be the incoming Pokemon. And, yeah, let's go for the Leaf Storm here. I don't see any other alternative. Focus Blast would make no sense. I mean, I guess I could predict the Heatran, but I don't want to do that. Not first turn. I misclicked. I clicked the Hidden Power. Please be Ice. I didn't want to use it because I wasn't sure what it was, and I didn't check because I'm retarded. Please don't be Fire. It is Fire. Oh my goodness gracious. This is what I get for using a Pokemon that I bred back in Black and White 2, like 2+ years ago, and I have no idea what's going on. This is what you get for not knowing what's on your Pokemon. So he gets the Flash Fire boost, and I'm locked into a move that can't hit him. That is unfortunate. So we're going to switch into the Hydreigon. He's going to go for the Fire Blast, and that's going to do a lot of damage, even though it's a resisted hit. Look at that, over 50% to this Hydreigon. So this is bad news. I'm not carrying the Focus Blast. Obviously, I can't go for the Fire Blast. That would make no sense. I can go for the Dark Pulse, though, because that is neutral damage, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I guess I could just continually roost until he missed an attack. But the luck would not really be on my side, and it was doing more than 50% to begin with. And yeah, so he gets the crit, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. If I went for the roost, that would have been a terrible move. We did get some damage off on this thing, but I don't know if it was worth it to just give up Hydreigon. Can't believe I misplayed like that. Oh my gosh. At least now I know that it's Hidden Power Fire. At least now I know that. Wow. I'm failing at life right now. So we can go for the Focus Blast and hope that it hits. I really don't have any other option. I've got the Hidden Power Fire, I've got Giga Drain and Leaf Storm. Both Giga Drain and Leaf Storm are going to be quad resisted, so I don't really have any option. The Heatran does go down to the Focus Blast. Thank goodness that it hit, or I would have been very, very sad because this match would be over at this point. So, in comes the Cresselia, and I do not want to be locked into Focus Blast, so I'm going to have to switch out into my other Pokemon, which is going to be Typhlosion. And if it doesn't attack, I can go for an Eruption. I'm also carrying a Will-O-Wisp on the Typhlosion, and it's kind of weird that I'm doing that because it is a Choice Scarf set, so why would you carry a status move on a Choice Scarf set? But it does come in handy a lot of times, especially if you get tricked something else. Although that doesn't happen too often, but... Or if you get knocked off. If you get your item knocked off, whatever. Yeah, it does help out a lot. So he just goes for the T-Wave here, and I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, I'm not going to be outspeeding anytime soon, but I can just go for the Will-O-Wisp here and try to get a residual damage on this thing. I don't think it has any way to heal off the residual damage. Well, not heal off the damage. I mean, it obviously has Moonlight, but it probably doesn't have any way to get rid of the status conditions. So, there we go. And I am locked into it. So, I can predict him to switch out into his other Pokemon. I don't know what it is at this point, but I can predict him to switch and try to double Willow. That's what I'm going to try to do. Why not? Why not? He's going to go for the Ice Beam. That's doing nothing, and he's taking burn damage. So might as well just stay in. There's no reason to switch into a Willow, or not switch into a Willow, switch into an Ice Beam with Sceptile. That's just stupid. So he's still getting hurt by that burn, and it looks like his only attacking move is going to be Ice Beam. So he probably has Moonlight, T-Wave. What else? What else do they have? I seriously don't know what his other move is going to be. But I'm going to Willow again, because I know he didn't switch out then, but he might predict me to switch out now. And he is going to withdraw. What is it going to be? What is getting Willowed right now? It's going to be the Garchomp. Please connect. Yes. Alright. Garchomp is Willowed now. This match just might be mine. A burn Garchomp's not going to be doing anything. Nothing. He can go for the Earthquake here, and I'm going to predict him to do that and go into my Sceptile. So that gets me the switch that I wanted. Gets me out from being locked into Will-O-Wisp, which is great. And I should take minimal damage from that, and then I can fire off either a Giga Drain or a Leaf Storm. Probably Giga Drain. I'm going to say Giga Drain, because I want to stay in here a little bit longer than just, one turn. Just because. So he is going to go for the Earthquake there. That does absolutely nothing. It turns out that he's a Life Orb set, so he might have Swords Dance. A lot of times the Life Orb sets do have Swords Dance. And then they usually have like either Dragon Claw or Outrage, and then Earthquake, and then sometimes, some other coverage move or something. Alright. Now, I'm going to say Giga Drain. I want to get my health back, and I want to be able to keep attacking, especially if it does just enough damage where Cresselia will go down to it. So, out comes the Cresselia, and it's going to get the burn damage too, so I feel like 2 Giga Drains will be enough. Let's see. That's going to be close. That's going to be really close. Really, really close. I don't know. I really don't know. That just seems too close to me. Do I stay in and go for the Giga Drain? No. It's not worth it. Not worth it. I'm going to switch out here to Typhlosion. Make him, go for the Ice Beam. Oh, he's going to go for the Lunar Dance. Lunar Dance, I forgot about that. I have no idea what half of these legendary Pokemon do. That's the downside to never using legendary Pokemon, is that when I see them on BattleSpot, I only kind of sort of know what they do. Man. So now this Garchomp is going to be back at full health with no burn. And it's Life Orb, so it can switch moves. It doesn't have to lock itself into something. That is a huge problem. I mean, Cresselia is out of the way, but I do not want to switch in. He's going to go for the Substitute. He's going to go for the Substitute, and I Willowed. I'm paralyzed and can't move, so it doesn't matter either way. Wow, this match is over. He just definitely took this back. He's going to Earthquake me. I'm going to be dead. And now he's going to go for an Outrage, and I am screwed. There's nothing I can do about it. He can switch moves because he's Life Orb. And I'll be able to outspeed him, I think. Pretty sure that Sceptile will be able to outspeed this thing. But the problem becomes that I cannot hit through the sub. So all I can do is break it. And that's going to be that. Outrage is definitely a one-hit KO. I don't know if Dragon Claw is. That might be close. But chances are he's running Outrage. Most Garchomps do. So we break the sub with the Giga Drain. And we're just waiting to die here. Yep, Outrage it is. So, wow, I really thought I was going to win that match, too. I really thought I was, pro-playing him, and oh, man. The things that could have been different. If I only predicted that Heatran earlier on in the match instead of being stupid, misclicking, and going for Hidden Power Fire, things could have been a lot different. I guess there's always what-ifs when you lose. What you could have done better, what you could have done differently. And it turns out that this person that we were fighting just had all of the right moves with the Lunar Dance and the Substitute and everything. He just had all of the right things to just win in that situation. So I guess that's just what it comes down to. So that's a loss for us. That brings our record over 2, or not over 2, but down 2, more like it, to 28 and 18. And I'm really bummed out about that. I can't even think about what I want to say. That's pretty much it for this time, guys. So hopefully next time around, we'll have a little bit better luck. I'll try to bring some different-ish Pokemon. I want to keep most of these because we didn't use all of them a whole lot. Like, Muck only got into one battle. I think Hydreigon only got into one battle. So we need to change that next time. But like I said, that's it for this time, guys. Thank you very much for watching, as always. And do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does. It does help out so much. And yeah, I'll see you guys for the next episode. But until then, game on.